All right, guys, I'm back after a 2-day rest period for the 4th of July. And I'm not gonna lie, shit was pretty epic, you know? Blew some shit up, fucking lit some fucking big fireworks and shit. It was pretty fucking awesome. Had some Roman candle wars. Felt like I was a wizard in Harry Potter. It was pretty fun. I had a pretty good 4th of July. I hope your guys' was pretty good and no one lost fingers or wieners or nothing along those lines, you know. But now we're back to being locked the fuck in. So I will say though, one thing I'm proud of, while I was at Meadows Cabin, I brought all my meals and I ate all my meals. I still got in all my meals, all my protein shakes, everything. So I'm pretty proud of myself for being able to stay super fucking locked in, you know. I did a super good job. I'm proud of myself. Now, obviously, I ate all my meals, but that doesn't mean I didn't have a dessert on top or whatnot, you know. But it's a holiday, so I was like, I'm gonna have a dessert or two. I'm gonna roast a marshmallow or two, you know, which I think I'm not mad about doing that at all. So pretty happy with it actually. But yeah, it was a pretty good 4th. We our family has a cabin down in Centennial, which is like 30 minutes away from Laramie. You probably don't know where Laramie is, but that's where the University of Wyoming is. And Centennial's like where the Snowy Range ski area is, which is probably like the most known ski resort in Wyoming, I guess. And by the Snowy Range is like mountains and stuff, and we did a little hiking up there, and we did some other shit. So it was pretty fun. Had a good time. But now, didn't get like a ton of sleep, but I did I probably got back at like 11 today because Meadow had to go work. So I took like a nap from like 11 to like 5 o'clock. And, well, more like 12 to 5 o'clock, I did a little bit of meal prepping and started laundry and dishes and took a shower. And then I laid in bed and I just fell asleep. And I was going to wake up at like 3 and go to the gym, but I just let myself sleep. I woke up at 5, still a little tired, but I was like, yeah, I need to go to the gym. Also BT'd up. I was getting low on pre, so I stopped at Walmart and got some new pre. This shit's Rise pre-workout because I really like that lemonade, right? And I would have just gotten the lemonade again, but they didn't have lemonade. But what they did have was fucking Kool-Aid. I was like, all right, I'll give Kool-Aid a shot, guys. This just tastes like Kool-Aid. It's fucking, I don't know what those fucking scientists or chemists at fucking Rise are doing, dude, but whatever they're doing, it's pretty fucking crazy because their flavors are spot on. I don't feel like I'm drinking a pre-workout or like this is loaded with caffeine or anything. I just feel like I'm drinking Kool-Aid. It's fucking awesome. So they're using like some dark magic down there or something along those lines. But today's push, I don't really know what's on the agenda, but we're going to go fucking bang it, run through it, pose. I am a little sun-kissed. We went to the hot springs, so I got a little sunburnt. But yeah. I'm not too sunburned. Hopefully it just turns into a dark glow and I look like an angel. Probably not though. Maybe a little tanner though. I do need to work on the tan, but I don't really care that much about it, you know? Anyways, let's go work out. Fix my mic a little. I'm gonna count that as 11 because I did 1 rep. And now I did re-rack, but I literally re-racked and took 5 seconds to move my mic down and then hit another set. So I'm counting that as 11, beaten last week by 1. So really happy with that. But 2 more sets here, and then I think it's like the whole decline bench deal. Come on. One more. Fuck. As you can notice, I kind of spilled all over myself. I started to drink it, and I was like, why the fuck did I not put the whole drinking thing in my mouth? And it just wasted a little bit of pre-workout. Hopefully it dries soon. It doesn't look like anything weird. It just looks like I spilled on myself. But good thing it was just like half a sip that I lost and not like most of my pre. And it's not soaking through my shirt, so it's not drenching me or nothing, so we're good. And it's not a white shirt, so we're good even more.
You're hurry, you can get in the back of the wall and video. Right there. You gotta scoot over this way. Right here. We're in it. You're in it. So lean up and say something in the mic. This episode is brought to you by No One Is Fat. Go watch TikToker on TikTok. Yeah. K-Borger. Riv Rat on Instagram.
What?
We said this video is brought to you by No One Is Fat.
It was.
And we said go watch TikToker on TikTok at K-Borger.
My headphones are gonna fall off. They fell off. Fuck me. Okay. I wish there was like a 57.5. That'd be like perfect right on the dot, but there's not, so it's all right. But we got 2 more sets right here, and then we'll do the 2 sets of pec deck, 1 set, another, and then the second set we'll do the drop set kind of ordeal. And then some lateral raises, some triceps. Man, we're banging today. I'm really happy with how things are going. I'm feeling pretty great. I like that pre a lot. So yeah, we're just gonna keep moving forward, you know, try and push ourselves as hard as we can. Obviously, that's always the goal and that's always the mindset. But yeah. Fuck, that was a great set. And my shirt's almost dried already, so 1 more set of these. And I'm almost out of my pump formula too, but Raw has like a pump product that's unflavored. It's like 12 bucks. And I bet it's pretty good because their other pre-workouts and protein powders are like some of the best I've ever used. So I'm gonna give this a try, which I think I'm gonna order. I don't know what that sound is, but it's weird. So one more set here. My chest is crazy pumped. The Rise formula, I don't know what it is, but it always gets me fucking going. Definitely my worst set of the three, but it's all right. So not every set's gonna be the best set, but at the end of the day, it just matters you're just pushing yourself as hard as you can, you know? Maybe you drop a few reps, it pisses you off. Just use that as fuel in your next set. So you just always gotta keep pushing yourself forward. But let's do, looks like pec deck's open, so we'll do 2 sets pec deck. Well, actually, oh, never mind, I can't. I was almost thinking let's do cable flies, but 2 sets pec deck. Come on. Up 10 pounds. We did 130 this week and we went 11 there. That actually felt really good. I mean, like fuck, my chest is hurting and it's gonna be sore, but it is crazy pumped and I got a really good stretch there and I feel like perfect timing between negative and then the positive back up. I was able to be quick on the positive, really slow and controlled on the negative, feel myself settle into the stretch. The only thing I don't like about this is I can adjust to sticking my arms straight out, but the headrest is weird. I wish it was like the headrest was flat and you'd be able to lay your head like this and lay flat and only rely on pushing on your back, but instead I feel like sometimes my back's a little off because I'm pushing on my head. I wish my back could be more flat, but also just pushing on my head, I feel like maybe there's a better contraction there. I don't know though, I'm no scientist. Come on, let's go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Now we're on to some lateral raises. Let's see how those go. We'll pick up the 25s. I do have rear delts today as well, but obviously not going to hit those on camera. Like I haven't been, because it's not a cool exercise. I mean, lateral raises even not a super cool exercise, but like it's like you're pushing yourself. And I don't know, I just like to show it because I feel like lateral raises is one of those things you can really push yourself to failure and beyond failure. You can throw in those assisted reps. You can take those pauses for a few seconds to try and regain whatever you got back left and just grind it out, get a few partials after. Really just push it as hard as you can. In rear delts, it's like I'm just sitting there throwing some weight back like this. I mean, you know, if that's something you guys really want to see, I mean, let me know, but I assume not, so I just don't throw it in. But 2 more sets here, and then we'll be on to 3 sets of some tricep push downs and 3 sets of overhead. We'll be done, do some posing. Hopefully I don't look too sun-kissed, and go home, eat, edit my video, pack food for tomorrow, pack my clothes for tomorrow, and get to bed. That song was fucking dog shit. Whew. Okay. My side delts are feeling pretty cooked. My chest is pretty cooked. My rear delts a little too. And so we'll still have 1 more set of both. But so far, I'm really enjoying this workout. So we're just gonna keep banging, keep pushing, and staying hard. I'm always bricked in the gym, AF. Oh, fucking A. Oh, okay. Let's move on to single arm tricep push downs. Yeah, my triceps are about ready for a pump too.
Next up, weird fishes. Followed by
Come on. I've not been able to do push downs on this. I'm always stuck using that cable, but it's kind of not busy today, which is awesome. I don't know why it hasn't been as busy recently, but you know what? I fuck with it. So, is that 14, I think? So, 2 more sets. We'll stick it this way. I'm really trying to just be as slow and controlled on the negative as possible and get like a super deep stretch, like full like crease, like can't let my arm like let my tricep even stretch out anymore because my bicep gets in the way. And then I'm just back down. I like to just fully squeeze and contract, slowly back up, keeping the shoulder stagnant, keeping it by my side pinned. I'm not letting my shoulders sway out I'm just only using my tricep and done. That's the biggest thing people do is they do their push downs, but they just like let their shoulders sway. I'm keeping my shoulder pinned at my side, elbow at my side, extension up. Just keeping pinned to the side so that way I'm only using my triceps. Feels fantastic. One rep shorter on my right arm, but my triceps feel great. So does my chest and my side delts. I'm feeling pretty pumped up right now. So 1 more set here. And I'm trying to remember if it's 2 sets or 3 sets overhead. 2 sets overhead, okay.
No, I actually do it. I did it. I did it. I did fine. Don't do it.
Now, we just gotta flip and do a little bit of overhead for 2 sets, but triceps feel fucking awesome.
Watching through the whole time. I just did it. I've done like 3 times.
Okay, 1 more set. You and your fucking games.
Lock it. I'm taking his butt.
Let's pose.
Dig in your butt.
Not really a fan of this lighting here. Thought it'd be better.
Let's go.
Whew. I mean, looking pretty big, but definition-wise in this mirror, not really. Shoulders definitely looking pretty full though. Same with the chest. I mean, looking way better. Triceps looking great too. Let's head home. All right, guys. Come to find out, Sage was doing some weird shit in the background of my video, but it is going to stay in there, so I hope you guys don't mind. You know, I can't really cut it out or else I'm cutting out the entire clip. I did see what he was doing partially. At first he was like digging in his fucking asshole, and then he was like pretending to fuck someone. So that's in the video for sure. Hopefully it's not too grotesque. But guys, that was a great workout. I mean, I'm definitely feeling a little more bulky. I'm not feeling as defined, you know, definition wise, but I feel like I'm looking pretty good. I mean, I think my definition's still definitely there, and same with vascularity for a good majority part. But you know, it really just depends on the lighting and the time of day. You know, sometimes you pose in a mirror and your definition's showing because of the lighting, and sometimes you pose in a mirror and the lighting's as, and you can't really see your definition as much, which, you know, trust me, it sucks. But at the end of the day, not the end of the world. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I love to pose down in some good lighting, but sometimes you just gotta pose in regular old lighting, you know, guys?
You trying for your old...
No, SoundCloud. Sorry, that was an invincible edit. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta, you know, it is what it is. It's not every day you're gonna look fucking phenomenal and like you could step on stage. But it's all cameras and angles and lighting, guys. So, you know, 'tis what it is, but we are definitely growing. I've been pushing the food. I've been getting the sleep. Yeah, so far, so great. Everything's been awesome. Been really happy. I've been consistent. I've been dedicated. I've been giving the gym my all. I've been giving the training my all, the sleep my all, the diet my all. I've been investing in myself and supplements, you know. Really just trying to give this my all because I want to be something great in the sport one day. And obviously, that's the end goal, you know. And a lot of people probably look at these videos and say, that's not possible. You're not going to do that. But, you know, I think the thing a lot of people don't realize is I'm 18 years old. And yeah, maybe I'm not the most genetically structured guy. Maybe I'm not like a lot of bodybuilders who start out, you know, with a pretty nice build and they just start working out and explode. Maybe I'm not like that. But guys, like, you forget that a lot of those guys that were at that pro level were skinny once too, you know? Not everybody starts out with that big build. Some people start out skinny. And that's just how it is, you know? Everyone's got different genetics. It's just how much effort are you willing to put in? How much are you going to let your genetics determine your potential, you know? You can't do that, you know? You can't have that poor, shitty mindset of, oh, well, I can't do it because my genetics aren't good enough, you know? You can't be thinking to yourself like that. You gotta think that, you know, you're not gonna let your genetics determine how great you can be. And that's how I like to think, is I'm not gonna let my genetics determine how big I can get, how ripped I can get, how lean I can get, how much weight I can push, you know? My genetics are not gonna determine that. All that's gonna determine that is me. I am the only one who is going to determine what I'm going to do with my physique. Not my genetics, not anybody else. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to push past my genetic predispositions, you know? Predispositions, you know? I'm going to train as hard as I can. I'm going to give the gym my all, you know? And I'm not going to let my genetics undermine me, and I'm not going to let other people undermine me. I'm going to do what I want. You know, I'm going to fuck how I want. I'm going to talk how I want. Something along those lines, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, all I'm trying to say is, you know, don't let your genetics be a factor of you being like, oh, well, most of my family's pretty skinny. I can't get big. Or most of my family's pretty overweight. I can't lose weight. Or, yeah, I'm probably at my genetic potential. I can't push past it, you know. You can always break barriers, guys, and nothing feels better than breaking a barrier. And when you keep training hard, knowing you're giving it your all and you see results, that's when you know you're doing something right. So, you know, all I'm going to say is train as hard as you fucking can, and don't let other people's negative comments or your own negative comments affect you, you know? You gotta go into the gym and bust your ass and give it everything you can. So, I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow will be poll. And yeah, let's fucking get to it.